What's the most important hour in your day? Some of you right now are going, it's happy hour, Ken. By the way, alcohol sales are through the roof. Be careful out there. We don't want to drown our sorrows. We don't want to drown uncertainty. We want to face it, own it, and move through it. Now, I want to talk about what I think is the most important hour in your day. And more so now than ever before. So let me tell you first about cortisol. Now, some of you have heard of cortisol. This is literally the chemical that your brain, think of your brain like an IV machine, right? It's just pushing stuff through that IV down into your body. And so cortisol is what your brain shoots into your body when you're stressed out, primarily when you're scared, when you're afraid. Okay? And so animals have this, humans have this. It's that lizard brain I talk about a lot, this fear. And all of a sudden when we are afraid, what our body does is it gets that injection of cortisol. And so it gets us this heightened sense, and we're just looking around and we're just making sure that we get protected, right? That we don't get eaten. What animals are worried about, right? You've all seen those nature shows, the Serengeti, those poor antelope or deer or whatever they are, or Larry the wildebeest who's trying to get to the water hole and there's a lion sneaking up on him and boom, the head pops up and they're on high alert. If it's the deer, the whitetail, or whatever it is, just everything's on alert and they get super tense. We've seen that. That's what's happening. In that moment, their body is being flushed with cortisol, and that's what happens to you multiple times a day. And here's the really kind of scary part. For some of us, it lasts all day long, and our brain is just pumping the cortisol. Now, here's what you need to know. Your body actually eliminates cortisol in about an hour if you do something fun, something that essentially takes your mind off of what you're afraid of or what you're worried about. And if you focus on something else, then your body, it takes about an hour and your body starts to go, okay, let's flush that. Let's get rid of the cortisol. And we know that an activity, this is from science here, okay? This isn't my opinion, that an activity that engages your mind and your body is the best way to flush the cortisol out of your system. And so this could be anything from a walk and a talk. So last night, my wife and I, Stacey, we've been doing a lot of this. We took a 45-minute walk around the neighborhood. And we're walking, so we've got the physical, but then we're actually talking, and we're talking about positive things and dreaming a little bit and getting caught up on some of the funny things happening with the kids. And I'm telling her what's going on during the day. And so we're not worrying. We're not talking about any uncertainty. We're engaged mentally and physically. For you, it could be painting. For you, it could be playing on your guitar or playing on the piano for an hour. But something that engages you fully for at least an hour. And it's something that, again, you enjoy. You look forward to this. Now, here's what's going to happen. Number one, if you are dealing with some uncertainty and some stress and anxiety, and who among us isn't, what that does is it gives your body a sense of relief. Now, here's the key. What you've also got to do is not just engage for an hour in something fun and enjoyable, but also think about it throughout the day. Schedule it so that you go, oh, this is great. I'm looking forward to this. And that also helps get your focus on something that's positive. And then once you get into that hour and your body flushes that cortisol, well, you're going to get some tremendous relief. Here's the deal. Don't allow yourself coming out of that hour to get re-triggered. Let's maximize this hour to take us into a better place to where we are spending more of our time focusing on things that we can control and things that are positive or things that we are grateful for. If you can't be positive, you can at least be grateful. And you'll see what happens.